So, spoiler free, Wolfman. I've seen this over the weekend.
Okay.
Been super excited to see this. The trailers look great, which
It's a
obviously they,
remake. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, what I love about this is, the Wolfman that was, I think it's black and white actually, the first one that came out. That was part
Okay.
of the OG monster verse, when they had Frankenstein, Dracula, and all that, the mummies. Uh, this is pretty much pays homage to that. Because like you start out as a wolf man, which is more of a man who kind of wolf, turned into a wolf, but he was still very much a man. And then throughout the years, it was lichens, werewolves, and it turned more into like a giant beast of a dog or a wolf, more so than a man. And it was, turning from a man to that. But this is very, very much so like the very original one. So it was
Okay.
great. There's a lot of very practical effects in this. The makeup, not a lot of CGI. Um,
Oh, we like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I enjoyed this. It's not what I thought it was going to be 100%. I don't want to
Hmm.
spoil any of this. Thought the acting was very good. Um, I will say there is a very creative way. I don't think this will spoil anything, but there's a creative way to where you get to see him struggle through the transformations throughout
Okay.
throughout the movie as it's continuously getting worse and worse and worse. And
Yeah.
I really loved getting to gradually see that where it comes to a scene and then another scene that he's different. But then
Mm.
what I thought was super creative was you see what the regular people like his wife and his kid that you see in the trailer, what they're seeing and hearing through their eyes and ears. And then in the same camera spin, it shows you in what he's hearing and seeing through his eyes as he's transforming. And
That's
it
really cool.
and it goes back and forth throughout the movie like that.
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
that was really cool. But yeah, how it plays out at the end, it's like, oh, it gets you in the heart. You're like, that had to be
Aw.
hard. But so it's a movie I'm not going to rage on about and be like, oh my god, this was the best movie ever. But it wasn't bad. I enjoyed
Hmm.
it. I'll probably watch it again sometime. Maybe one or two more
Okay.
times. That's about it. But
It's
yeah,
gonna eventually come to streaming, and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like when it comes to streaming,
So
I'll probably watch it. But
do you suggest watching the original Wolfman before seeing this Wolfman?
if you're heavy into that stuff, I'm sure you probably already have, or at least
No, I actually haven't, which is I
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So I don't think it's necessary, but I
Okay.
think if you do watch it, you have so much more respect for what they did in this. Because
Okay.
I will have to say, like, as a serious movie when it comes to werewolves and Wolfman from the OG to this one, uh, the only closest thing you probably see it's more of a comedy thing is like Teen Wolf, Michael J. Fox. He's more like a man, and that's not as realistic by no means. But
Hmm.
I
They
think
remade Teen Wolf as well, didn't they?
yeah, they made a TV show about it.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, and I think it was more on the serious side. I love Michael J. Fox. Like that's another '80s great '80s movie to me. It's just fun.
yeah.
But yeah, I think it's great. You can at least watch scenes of it, like on YouTube, just like some
Mm,
highlight scenes, and like you can really respect like what they did with this. I think so. It's fun.
okay.
It's definitely worth to watch. It's not a must see in theater movie. I'll tell you that. It's not. But
Okay.
yeah, it was good.
Maybe a Tuesday discounted day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It would be. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Or if you're part of a movie club, which a lot of theaters are doing, you get your one free movie credit a month. It's worth that. So,
Oh, okay.
yep. So let's see, Hunger Games: Sunrise of the Reaping. That's to cover the book. We obviously don't have a poster, it's nothing like that for it. It's nowhere near that by no means. But Hunger Games: Sunrise of the Reaping. The release date is November 20th, 2026.
I didn't
Uh,
even know that they were coming out with another Hunger Games.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes was the last one, which is a
Hmm.
prequel. We get to see
Hmm.
President Snow and how that all came about and why he was young. Well, this is going to take place of Woody Harrelson's character Haymitch on his 16th birthday, and it's about his reaping. Uh,
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
him throughout the Hunger Games and how he turned into an alcoholic.
yeah.
That is
Now we
mahogany.
get to see what he went through and why it kind of molded him to be the person he is, along with obviously being a mentor and dealing with the capital and all that. But
Do
yeah,
you
sweet.
think? Do you? I'm sorry. I don't really know much about this book because I only read the original three Hunger Games.
I don't
And then
know
I
it.
didn't. But do you think that in this one they're gonna have like flashbacks and they're gonna have like Woody Harrelson that's gonna be in it, and he's like you're gonna
Mm,
see Ford
I don't
flashes, I
know.
guess. I don't know, future flashes
Yeah,
of like his character and how he's like dealt with it, or like flashes of the original Hunger Games where
I
you're
thi-
gonna see him and then it's gonna
right.
tie into like why he's like that,
I
and
don't
that
know.
way you can see.
So I've not read the book. I think it
Okay.
would be kind of cool. Maybe we find a scene where Woody Harrelson's talking about his past at the very
Mhm.
beginning, and then it just kind
Mhm.
of like fades back into whatever it is, and just leave it at
Yeah.
that. I don't think it needs to be like flashbacks back and forth. Maybe just at the
Mhm.
very beginning, first
Kind
five
of like a
minutes.
Dexter where he's just voicing over like as an older
Yeah, I don't.
like
I don't
how
think they'll
they're
do
doing it with
that
Dexter right
just
now.
for the simple fact
Okay.
that all four of the other Hunger Games movies aren't like that at all, and
Mm.
like which I know obviously the first three don't really matter because it's a different. It's not the same time, but they didn't do that at all with Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So I don't. I don't think they will. I think they'll keep that consistent.
Okay. I don't
Yeah,
know. Okay.
I think it'd be cool if they do Woody Harrelson telling it, but also at the same time, that's also paying big dollar to just have him in it when they don't have to, because I don't think Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I don't think they even showed any of the OG.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
it
know.
was
I
all.
still haven't seen it. Like
Oh,
I
I think it's good.
okay.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard that it's like a musical and it's not supposed to be a musical, but it kind of turns into a musical.
It's not a musical, but you love musicals.
I do,
Yeah,
but I don't know. I
it's
go
not a
into musicals with knowing it's a musical and I'm like,
right, right.
okay, cool.
No,
Except for the only one that I didn't enjoy was La La Land, and that
sure.
was just me.
Okay.
Um,
Well, you know musicals more than anybody on here. And it's like when you watch this, you're like, this is not a musical. Like you'll know. It's not.
okay,
It's
okay,
not. No.
okay.
I mean,
There's
the
just
name of
probably
the
like
movie is
it's not
The
Joker Two
Ballad
Peter
of
where it's like
Songbirds and Snakes. So there's got to be some kind of singing in it, but it's not a singing of telling a story
okay,
or continuing the story on. It's a scene where somebody's just singing a song.
okay,
Not about what's going on, just like a ballad of a old
okay,
wives' tale ballad type thing. So yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So kind of like the first Hunger Games when Jennifer
yeah,
Lawrence was singing
yeah,
to okay
yeah, very much
Rue
so.
when she passed.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, there you go.
yeah. So, or like when they're when she's singing the other thing too, and then people are shouting it too. They're kind of singing. Uh, was that main song that she sings? Are you Hanging Tree? Talking about the hanging tree. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Which
yeah,
and the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, you get to find out what the hanging tree is. But
yeah. Yikes.
yeah.
Okay.
It's good. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it for sure. I think
Okay.
everybody played who they played younger was really good too. But yeah.
Mm.
Anyways.
And the girl that's gonna be playing Snow White is the main character in that,
Yes,
right?
yep. Uh
Yeah.
yep, Lucy Gray is her character in that. So, Terrifier 3 for all you Terrifier fans will be releasing Valentine's Day for all you
Oh,
horror star-crossed lovers out there on Screambox. So, Terrifier I think 1 2 is already on Screambox now streaming, and Terrifier 3 will be releasing on Valentine's Day. So, if you're not
so
sure,
if you're not gonna go see,
yeah,
Captain America, you can watch this
yeah,
in your home.
or both. Have a roller coaster of a day. Something about superheroes and just something about murderers. Uh, you
Oh my
know,
God, that would be a wild day. I
yeah, it's a
would say that.
perfect day to show your love. I guess I don't know. None of those have nothing to do with love, but they're both on
Oh no, no,
Valentine's
Terrifier
Day.
3 very much does have something to do with love. He has
Well,
like
okay, yeah, you're right.
his girlfriend thing that's in it.
Yeah,
I don't know, a soulmate. I don't know what you would call it, but that
yeah,
it's there is a love in Terrifier 3.
yeah. Some little fun fact. We usually don't talk about stuff that happens, outside of actors' lives too crazy, but I think this is kind of crazy and funny to mention. Timothy Chalamet, as we all know, played Bob Dylan in the movie A Complete Unknown. And in the London premiere, he actually rode his bicycle up to the red carpet, and fans like went wild about it. Everybody was crazy, like it was cool. Timothy
Like a
Chalamet,
motorcycle?
no, like a pedal bicycle. I,
Oh.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
okay, okay, like a bike
Yeah,
bike. Got
like a
it.
bike, yeah, and so, like, everybody's like, "Oh, this is so cool," and, like, I've recently watched, like, an hour and a half, 2-hour interview with Timothée Chalamet. Dude's actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, kind of a fun fact here, when he got off the bike to walk the red carpet, he did not park it in the correct place that the London police wanted to, and they fined him after the show $80 for misparking a bicycle.
A whole $80. Also, why do they not have like valet that would like
Yeah,
take his bike to where it needs to go, or like I don't know. Like
I
if
don't
you're
know.
I mean, I guess that's why people just ride limousines or chauffeurs or whatever to
I
the
guess,
thing so
but,
that the
like,
chauffeur just drives away and you don't know where that car goes.
there's so
Like
many people out there. This is a red carpet premiere, and y'all is worried about a bicycle parking. I mean,
I mean, it obstructs the traffic, right?
I don't know.
I don't know what kind of traffic's in London that
I'm just
right in front of
saying
a red
where
carpet premiere, but you know,
that police station in that area must have really been needing money that month. That's all I gotta say. Try to meet status quo,
I
or make
mean,
the
you
quota.
break
I
the
mean,
law, you
status
break
quo,
the
the
law.
quota.
You gotta pay the fine, right?
Yeah,
Like that's what we teach our kids. So,
yeah, yeah,
no one's exempt from the law. So,
yeah. Just careful where you park your
cool.
bicycles, folks.
Yeah, make sure you park it where it's supposed to be parked and chain it up,
Yeah,
especially if it's a Timothy Chalamet bike, which is
I'm sure it was not a
probably
cheap bike.
no. No, especially if people are like going crazy about it. It's probably blinged out in some type
Right.
of way, or it's like a gold like piping. I don't know, but I like how what can you do to a bike to pimp my ride? But
Uh,
anyway, park your
yeah,
bike where you need to park it.
yeah. You just can't park it anywhere. Just lesson learned.
Mm-mm.
So James Cameron, as we all know, has been working hot and heavy on Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Mm.
But he says that it is actually moving way quicker than he expected in production, and will be coming out December 19th of this year.
Was it supposed to
So
come out next year? Is that
I think originally it was, but he says
okay?
he's like production of it, and he's like it's going way quicker than he planned. I don't know if
Mm.
the date has actually changed or not. I forgot to look that up, but
Mm.
their timeline, they're like way ahead of their timeline.
Well,
So
that's good. I mean, we always hear about things getting pushed back.
yeah, yeah.
Batman too.
And
So,
that's a
the
movie with a lot of CGI in it too, so, like, it makes you nervous, like,
hmm
is it moving along quickly because it's just the same quality, or is it being rushed? Because we all know James Cameron, he doesn't like his numbers being beat by Marvel, so it's a big year for Marvel,
I
so
mean, yeah, so maybe he's trying to do something. But like you had Avatar, which was great, and then they waited 10 years, and maybe that's why he's like trying to like hype up his movie and like push them out now sooner
Mhm.
than later because when Avatar 2 came out, it was like a whole 10 years later, and everyone's like,
Right.
why are we getting this now? Like you were supposed to
Yeah.
release this like 9 years ago.
And to me,
Now
2
what's
did
going
not
on?
deliver on the level of 1, so
I still have yet to watch it because I kind of refuse at this point. Um, just because why? I don't know. I don't care about Avatar anymore. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Like I have moved on in my life. I have grown into a different human being, I guess. I don't know.
Listen, learn, Matt Reeves. This is what happens when you put movies too far apart.
Yeah, your Batman is slowly diminishing on my level of care.
Yeah.
But things that I do care about is we got a new trailer a couple of days ago for Pixar's like their first ever original series. It's called Win or Lose, and if you guys haven't seen the trailer, it's actually really cute. I really enjoyed watching it because like in it they do the classic like, all right, well, I mean, like not everybody can win, right? If
Right,
you win,
right.
someone's got to lose. So like, how does that look? And it's mainly about baseball. And like obviously if one team wins, another team loses. So then you're
Mhm.
seeing all these characters kind of going through that anxiety. And then it kind of has that like inside out feel to it.
Mm.
Where you see them kind of dealing with their emotions a little bit, but you don't have the actual emotions obviously in
Right,
it.
right.
but
We get
it
to see it
looked
from an
really
outside
cute.
perspective instead of an inside perspective.
Right. Right. And like in the trailer, you got to see this kid that they're like, "All right, it's all up to you. You're like either you're going to hit this ball and we're going to get a home run and then we're going to
Mhm.
win the game, or you're going to completely like miss it and you're not going to get it." So then you're seeing him sweating, and then he has this like little sweat monster that like comes up on his like little shoulder, and you're like, "Oh, I remember when that was me." And then like later on in the trailer, it's like it's an even bigger sweat monster. Now it's on his back, and you're like, "Oh,
I
I
love Pixar
identify."
mostly.
Right.
Pixar's so good.
Uh, what's okay? Well, I mean, like I haven't seen anything from Pixar that I've just been like, unless we're
Yeah.
talking about Toy Story, because Toy Story is
Yeah.
Pixar, right?
Yeah, Toy Story's Pixar. Well, there's like
So
one
the
so
the
like
later.
a lot of people loved it, and it was actually a good success, but Elemental, it was Pixar too.
I
And
loved Elemental. It was such a cute
I don't
movie.
know why, but it did not keep my attention like a lot of Pixar stuff does.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know why. I
But it's
hate it
like
because I really
that.
wanted to like it.
Yeah, and it's like
It's
that
like
good and evil, or like the opposites attract kind of thing, because you have
yeah,
the
yeah, Fire and Water.
fire and the water that
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I found that really adorable. I don't
Yeah,
know. I
I don't know.
always love what Pixar does. I haven't been disappointed really.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm probably gonna really enjoy watching this.
To date, my probably top 2 favorite Pixar films are probably Inside Out and then Incredibles. I love The Incredibles.
Well, don't worry, because Incredibles 3 is
Right.
eventually coming
Oh,
down
I'm
the
here
line
for it.
eventually.
I'm so here for it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
No,
but there
I love
no,
them.
go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. But along with sequels that are coming out, and things that we haven't really been hearing about a sequel, is Big Hero 6. There is
Yes.
a rumor that Big Hero
Yes.
6 is finally getting a sequel because Moana 2 came out and it did so great in theaters that Disney is now like, maybe we need to give people what they want, and Big Hero 6 is what they want. And it's gotten really great traction as to
Yes.
like fans like, yes,
It's so
finally.
good.
So yes, absolutely. Another very much touching, just
Oh, God,
all
yes.
like, oh,
It gets me in my feels
oh.
every time I watch it, and that's one I watch over and over and over. But we
Mhm.
honestly probably should have threw that in the first segment because that is a Marvel property.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this. Big Hero 6 is a Marvel comic.
You learned something new. I
Yeah.
how
A lot of people don't know that.
why how is it
I love it when people bring up Big Hero 6 because like I'll slide that in and be like, nuh-uh. They'll Google it. They're like, oh my God, I never knew this. Yeah.
how is it like in okay,
That,
I mean, I guess it's
that's
like
why
Elseworld or
there's a nod to Stan Lee in that. Yeah.
shoot. All right. Well, I guess new thing that I'm gonna watch at some point in time
Yeah.
this week when I have
I
the time is Big Hero 6 again.
I hate to misquote this because I'll probably be scrutinized in the comments if I misquote this, but I want to say Stan Lee's character is in this, and I think the guy who wears the suits that don't have powers that wants powers so bad, I think like while he's in his
Yeah.
suit, like on a street side or something like that, he like has him and Stan Lee crosswords or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah,
Oh.
Stan Lee's actual character is in this, but yeah.
Dang it. All right. Well, Google, do your work because you're about to get some work.
But also next on our list, Gladiator 2 will be coming to Paramount tomorrow. I don't know why I said Paramount like that, but yeah,
No, you're
Paramount.
you're super sophisticated.
Yeah, it will be coming out tomorrow. But anyways,
Oh my God.
yeah,
Stop.
I'm playing. But yeah, streaming tomorrow on Paramount Plus. And yeah, I think this was did Gladiator need a prequel or sequel? I mean, no. But was this a fun
Are they probably
sequel to
going to get
watch?
another sequel?
No.
Yes. They're talking about sequel. They're
No
talking about
way.
Gladiator 3.
Are
Yes.
they?
We talked about it a couple of episodes ago. Yeah.
Oh. Huh. Well, okay. I
The
don't
director
necessarily
literally said that he would do it.
okay. Yeah. I don't know if that's necessary at all. But but this was good. Like
But money.
for them,
But money.
yeah, 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 of course. But for them doing a sequel to this, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. Like I love them continuing the story of Lucius. If you haven't watched this when it comes out streaming, please watch this. It's good.
Yeah.
Paul Mescal did a great job in it. I think. You have the some original people in it from the first one. It was fun. It was good. It's entertaining to watch. So
Hmm.
please. But
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I'm probably gonna watch it. If not this weekend, then
mhm,
probably next weekend, just because now it is
right.
available for somewhere. I have a Paramount Plus membership, so I'm probably gonna actually watch this. I wanted
Okay.
to, like, we actually saw that it was like something that you could buy, and then I Googled it real quick and I found out that it was coming out on the 21st, and I was like, well, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna buy it if I already am gonna
Right.
get it. So
Yeah. Just days away. Now a day away.
yeah,
But you want to wrap
but
this up with the last
something
topic?
that I have, yes, something that I have been talking about for like months on
Yeah.
end finally has an in theaters date. Life of Chuck. It's finally
Yeah.
coming out to theaters on May 30th this year. So you have like May and July, and you got like so many things coming out. I'm so excited to see this movie. It's Mike Flanagan's, like, it's more of a serious movie.
Hmm.
It's gotten a bunch of awards from the Toronto Film Festival where it was debuted. Very well, like, talked about with the actors talked about it and they all liked it. Their families saw it. Um, I mean, the limited amount of people that did get to see it all really did enjoy it. Tom Hiddleston's the main Chuck
Two big reasons
guy,
why you should
so
see it. The director and the main guy.
and I mean, it's a Mike Flanagan, so you know you're
Yeah.
getting like Karen Gillian in it, and you're getting Mark Hamill in it. So his main people that he has in pretty much every single thing that he does, except for if it's Netflix, like The Haunting of Hill House. But he'll probably
Uh
have some of those characters probably in this too. I don't know. Um, but I love everything that Mike Flanagan has done. Doctor Sleep and The Haunting of Hill House, The Fall of House of Usher. I mean, I could go on and on again about Mike Flanagan, but I'm excited to see a not horror serious movie of his
hmm.
um, before he does Clayface, and get that kind of like side of him to see
Right.
how that goes.
So
But yeah,
just to throw it in, so last time you talked about it, you said Mark Hammond. I'm like, who's Mark Hammond? That name sounds familiar. Mark Hamill.
Hamill, Hamill. I
Yes, yes,
keep on
yes.
saying
And
Hammond, don't
before
I?
anybody says anything, it's Hamill. Yeah, yeah. Luke
Damn it,
Skywalker.
Luke
Eh,
Skywalker, not NCIS.
yes, yes,
There
yes.
you
Well,
go.
yeah. Well, I was like NCIS. I was like, oh, okay, okay. But I just had to
No,
look it up. I'm sorry.
no, no,
uh,
you're fine. Words are hard sometimes, and I
oh,
say Judd
we know
Nelson
it
when
is
I
for
mean
me.
Jude Law, and I'm
There's so many to
sorry.
remember out there. So many.
Yes, and it's easy as we saw last week when I was saying it was the mountain, but it was actually the hound.
Yeah.
The
One
two
great thing is our fans will
very
always help us out in the comments
yes,
when
and
we're
we
wrong.
enjoy that. Thank you
Oh yeah,
guys so much for
yeah.
keeping us honest. We really do.